Moving up and down again, there's no discharge in the war. There's no discharge in the war.
All right, everybody, welcome back to another episode of Shepherd's Pie. I'm David.
And I'm Tommy.
Tommy, I don't know. There's a tech gremlin about.
We need the word to wash over us.
Yeah, for real. I don't know what the fuck Tommy manifested.
I didn't manifest anything. It came with me from Virginia.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd been
The mountain beseeched a gremlin upon my technology that piggybacked back to New York and has since departed unto David, who now has said Virginia mountain gremlin.
I'd been dogging on him because he's like this tech-tarded boomer that can't figure out how to do anything I'm showing him how to do. And then he comes over to my house and like proves to me that it is more difficult for him than it is for I. And so he leaves and my phone dies. I have no I have no sound, no mic, no speaker on my phone. So I had to go buy a new phone. And then we're trying to record this episode and spent 15 minutes farting around trying to figure it out because I didn't touch any settings within my production software, but all of a sudden nothing works.
Something switched a setting.
Well,
a tech demon, dude. A tech gremlin demon thing.
Before all of that, we recorded this episode a month ago. Right? We recorded Exodus. This beginning of Exodus we recorded before we went on vacation, and it was lost to the ether. Tommy's audio just died in the middle. I'm gonna blame my baby. Poor little girl. She doesn't
I don't know
deserve
if we should blame the baby.
I mean,
we're not blaming the baby.
I'm blaming the baby.
She didn't press no buttons.
But so we're gonna have to redo it. So I'm sorry if this is a little bit weird. This is our second take at this. Maybe we're gonna.
It's fine.
Yeah.
We're gonna do great.
Hopefully, since it's been a month, we'll have forgotten everything we did, and it'll be fresh in our minds again.
Dude, I forget everything after 2 days.
I forget everything all the time. I really do. Today I was literally going over somebody's order in my head as I'm grabbing the paint off the shelf. I still grabbed the wrong thing and messed it up.
Oh, that's... Dude. I actively delivered... I had a multi-stop, and I delivered the wrong address to the wrong... So it was 2 houses, 2 different packages, and I mixed them. And I could have swore that I had the right packages doing the right thing, like I do this stuff all day long.
Don't swear.
I feel you. Did I swear?
No. You said I swear. Just don't do that.
Yeah.
All right, so a little bit of preamble. Again, we're starting Exodus 1. You haven't missed a thing. If you have missed Genesis, go back, start that, listen. It's only a few episodes. I think like 8.
Absolutely.
And then that'll get you here. I've got a little bit of preamble in my Bible that tells us kind of what scholars over the years have come to a consensus about these books, who they believe the books were written by, historical data about the book, that sort of thing. So I'm going to go over that real quick. As Genesis is the book of beginnings, Exodus is the book of redemption. This deliverance of the oppressed Israelites out of Egypt is the type of all redemption. The rigors of bondage in Egypt, the type of world, quote unquote, and Pharaoh, a type of Satan, call forth the preparation of the deliverer, Moses, a type of Christ, which I don't really like how they put that. Like, I get the allegory, I guess. I just don't like how they
I
put
just
it.
don't like putting anybody in
exactly.
those shoes.
Right.
Because it's just not like, I get the archetype. They're trying to do the pattern, but I mean, you could just say like the action role.
Yeah. It's like
Yeah.
yes, Moses does lead them out of Egypt, but God does it through Moses, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's not
Yes.
Moses. None of the credit goes to Moses.
Exactly.
In fact, he dies because he does it wrong at one point. The contest with the oppressor eventuates in the departure of the Hebrews from Egypt. They are redeemed by the blood of the Passover lamb and by the power of the Lord manifested in the passage through the Red Sea. The Reed Sea? Reed Sea. The experience of redemption, celebrated by a triumphal ode to the redeemed, is followed by their testing in the wilderness. At Mount Sinai, the redeemed nation accepts the law. Failure to rely upon grace leads to the infraction and condemnation. God's grace triumphs, however, in the giving of the tabernacle, priesthood, and sacrifice, whereby the redeemed could worship and fellowship with their Redeemer. So, that is a very good, concise, like, what Exodus is. Although the book of Exodus nowhere claims Mosaic authorship, so it never says that Moses wrote it, the entire body of Pentateuchal law, comprising principally the portion extending from Exodus 20 through the book of Deuteronomy, in explicitly positive terms, claims to be Mosaic. So they're saying after Exodus 20 to Deuteronomy, 100% we know it was written by Moses. So these books they are attributing to Moses because they have nobody really else to attribute them to. Yeah. But also it makes the most sense, I guess. Moses is declared to be the writer of the Book of the Covenant, comprising the Ten Commandments and the accompanying judgments and ordinances. The so-called priest code dealing with the tabernacle ritual and priesthood contained in the rest of Exodus are declared to have been vouchsafed directly to Moses by the Lord. The setting up of the tabernacle is represented as being as Jehovah commanded. This or similar terminology recurs many times in chapters 39, 40, and so on. Mosaic authorship is also asserted as a prominent narrative section. Israel's victory over Amalek. In a citation from Exodus 3, Jesus calls the Pentateuch in general, and Exodus in particular, the Book of Moses. So it's even referred to by Jesus as the Book of Moses. Yeah. Present-day conservative scholarship as well as traditional have maintained the Mosaic authorship. Critical theories offer no adequate substitute for Mosaic authenticity. So everybody is kind of in agreement that is what it is.
Yeah. I mean, at the bare essence of the book, it's a Moses thing.
Right.
It's he might as well be the author, like, anyway, in all, like, reality, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of all the things leading up to him, even like it sets the whole stage with going into Egypt, how the Israelites even happened upon Egypt,
right? And
then the entire sequence of leaving and Moses's life. So it truly is just at its bare core a Moses centric set of books.
I
It
agree.
makes full sense that he's even regardless if he didn't author it, and I mean all the evidence points that he did, but there's always people out there,
I mean,
Council of
Ge-
Nicaea type deal or whatever.
Genesis is just establishing like Moses's lineage, you know.
Yeah, yes. Which in turn
And like,
is establishing the other lineages and then eventually Jesus's.
right. And then like
It's all
we do get
along the path.
after Moses' death, which then people are like, huh, what about that? Well, Deuteronomy was written up to a point by Moses, and then afterwards completed by, I want to say Joshua is who he passes, or God passes the torch on to after Moses, but I forget exactly the name. We'll get to that later. But like,
Yeah.
yes, certainly, there's no reason to even argue this. Exodus 1, chapter
Yeah, we're
1,
even.
the second book of Moses, commonly called Exodus. I have in quotes, coming out, God delivers from bondage. I don't know why that's quoted up at the top next to the title, but to begin. Now, these are the names of the Right.
I'm so glad you took it, dude.
Right
I'm
into
so
it.
glad you took it.
Now these are the names of the children of Israel, which came into Egypt. Every man in his household came with Jacob. So we're just, this is in case you missed the previous episode. the Bible is doing a recap. Like the Bible itself even has previously on the Bible. Reuben, Simeon, Levi, and Judah, Issachar, Zebulon, and Benjamin, Dan and Naphtali, Gad and Asher. And all the souls that came out of the loins of Jacob were 70 souls, for Joseph was in Egypt already. So, Joseph had a lot of kids. Joseph was in Egypt. Jacob had a lot of kids. I mean, Joseph had a lot of relatives because of it. Siblings, family. It's a big freaking family. It's not just his children. It's not directly from his loins did he have 70 children, but by his 12 children did he have 70 grandchildren then.
Yeah, it's like the immediate fruits
And
of
it might
the
even
loins.
it might even include their spouses. I'm not sure.
I think it might, once they get married, it just kind of all comes under the umbrella, but I'm not sure.
Right.
Actually, I don't know.
And Joseph died, and all of his brethren, and all that generation. And the children of Israel were fruitful, and increased abundantly, and multiplied, and waxed exceedingly mighty, and the land was filled with them. Now there arose up a new king over Egypt, which knew not Joseph. So as the generations passed, a new king comes along and forgets about what just happened with Joseph. In the plague, in the saving of the land. Like, we're just going to forget all about it. And I find that hard to believe with the sort of record keeping that we see from Egypt. Like, how you just forget about that. But
yeah, it is kind of wild, because it does seem like there was a lot that happened within Joseph's life, right?
yeah.
So it's just kind of like,
It
for someone,
would have been
and he was
recorded.
kind of like the pharaoh. He was like the impromptu pharaoh.
The thing with the pharaohs though is they would sometimes gain power at ridiculously young age. So maybe he hadn't been taught, he hadn't been educated, or I don't know, maybe there was a concerted effort to keep the information from him. I don't know. But and he said unto his people, behold, the people of the children of Israel are more and mightier than we. Come on, let us deal wisely with them, lest they multiply. And it come to pass that when there falleth out any war, they also unto our enemies. They join also unto our enemies and fight against us, and get so them up out of the land. Therefore, they did not set over them taskmasters to afflict them with their burdens, and they built for Pharaoh treasure cities. Pithom and Ramses. Ramses.
Yeah,
Pithom and Ramses.
Ramses.
It was two A's, so it made me
Yeah,
say it weird.
Ramses.
Ramses. But the more they afflicted them, the more they multiplied and grew. And they were grieved because of the children of Israel. Did I say they didn't put taskmasters over them? Therefore, they did set over them taskmasters.
Yeah.
I think I said did not. So essentially, the Egyptian, the new Pharaoh, thinks, well, there's a lot of Israelites here. And what's going to happen is they're going to team up with an enemy of ours and overthrow us. Like they're just about more in number and mightier than we, the Egyptians, are. So
It started scaring the king. The king noticed it, and he's kind of like, "Well, there's a lot of these guys here, and they're kind of they're grieving us. They're a grievance to us."
Right. And he's like, so
Which
let's...
I think is just taking from the Egyptians, right? It's kind of like the Israelites are taking resources
Well, I mean,
from the Egyptians.
anybody could feel this way if you have a tradition and a culture and somebody comes in and within a few generations they've taken over your whole country, your whole culture, there's more of them than you. Yeah, you have a right to be concerned. I do think so. You're going to lose your culture, your traditions, your way of life. But
it's not their land anyway, right? It was kind of like
they were sojourners
given to them.
Yeah. And they just been
it's
there.
kind of like they were allowed to move in because of the plague, and it's like over time they kind of grow and establish themselves, and they're a separate entity, and they establish themselves within Egypt, and the king kind of realizes it, and he's like, well, we got to get them moving along now.
Well, no, he puts slave masters over them, taskmasters. He starts putting them under the whip,
dampen them. Yeah.
And it says the more that he did that, the greater Israel became. They multiplied and grew.
Yes.
The more they afflicted them, the more they multiplied and grew. And so they made them serve with rigor. And they made their lives bitter and hard with hard bondage, in mortar and in brick, and in all manner of service in the field. All their service wherein they made them serve was with rigor. So they're not just making them serve, but they are harsh. They are like extra harsh with these people.
Yes, they're really pushing them.
And the king of Egypt spake unto the Hebrew midwives, of which the name of the one was Siphara, and the name of the other Pua. And he said, when ye do the office of a midwife to the Hebrew women, and see them upon the stools, meaning childbirth seat.
Yeah. Yep.
If it be a son, then ye shall kill him. But if it be a daughter, then she shall live. So they're going to kill all the Hebrew boys.
Eugenics.
Yep. But the midwives feared God and did not as the king of Egypt commanded them, but saved the man-child alive. And the king of Egypt called for the midwives and said unto them, why have ye done this thing, and have saved the men-children alive? The midwives said unto Pharaoh, because the Hebrew women are not as the Egyptian women, for they are lively, and are delivered before the midwives come in unto them. So they're saying they're having these babies before the midwives can even get there. We don't got time to do the thing that you're asking us to do. Therefore, God dealt with them. Therefore, God dealt with the midwives, and the people multiplied and waxed very mightily. And it came to pass, because the midwives feared God, that he made them houses. And Pharaoh charged all his people, saying, every son that is born ye shall cast into the river, and every daughter ye shall save alive.
Crazy.
This passage, and it came to pass, because the midwives feared God, that they respected God, they revered him, that he made them houses, like households, made their families large. I don't know.
I think it might be like made them established, like they're kind of like their lineages, like gave them some type of status, kind of like a blessing.
And the midwives are Hebrew women. Like, that's who's doing those jobs. It wasn't Egyptian midwives. They were Hebrew women midwives. Chapter 2. And there went a man out of the house of Levi and took to wife a daughter of Levi. And the woman conceived and bare a son. And when she saw him that he was a goodly child, she hid him 3 months. And when she could no longer hide him, she took for him an ark of bulrushes and daubed it with slime and pitch, which would just be asphalt and tar, and put the child therein. And she laid it in the flags by the river's brink. And his sister stood far off. So this baby is Moses. Get that first.
Yep.
So Moses' sister stood far off to see what would be done to him. So she's kind of like following him down the river to see what's going to happen. The daughter of Pharaoh, so the princess, came down to wash herself at the river, and her maidens walked along by the river's side, and when she saw the ark among the flags, she sent her maid to bring it. So now princess has the baby Moses. And when she opened it, she saw the child, and behold, the babe wept. And she had compassion on him and said, "This is one of the Hebrews' children." So she recognizes me immediately, Hebrew baby.
Yep.
But she has compassion. Then said his sister to Pharaoh's daughter. So this Moses' sister to Pharaoh's daughter. "Shall I go and call to thee a nurse of the Hebrew women, that she may nurse the child for thee? Do you want me to go get a midwife?" And Pharaoh's daughter said to her, "Go." And the maid went and called the child's mother. So Moses' sister tracked the baby, sees the princess get her, and says, "Hey, you want me to go get a midwife?" And go gets Moses' mom. And so now Moses' mom, after having hid him for 3 months, gets to still continue to be midwife to him for the princess, for the Pharaoh's baby, Pharaoh's daughter. Crazy. I never got that the first time I read the Bible, that Moses got to stay with his mom.
Yeah, that's God for you right there.
And Pharaoh's daughter said unto her, "Take this child away and nurse it for me, and I will give thee thy wages." So she even got paid to do this. And the woman took the child and nursed it. And the child grew, and she brought him unto Pharaoh's daughter, and he became her son. And she called his name Moses. And she said, "Because I drew him out of the water." So Moses means to draw out. And it came to pass in those days, when Moses was grown, that he went out unto his brethren, and looked unto their burdens, and he spied an Egyptian smiting an Hebrew, one of his brethren. And he looked this way and that way, and when he saw that there was no man, he slew the Egyptian, and hid him in the sand. So Moses saw an Egyptian whipping on a Hebrew a little bit too hard, made sure nobody was around, and killed him, hid his body.
Yep.
And when he went out the second day, behold, 2 men of the Hebrews strove together. And he said to him that did the wrong, "Wherefore smitest thou thy fellow?" So this guy, he knows. And he said, "Who made thee a prince and a judge over us? Intendest thou to kill me, and thou killest the Egyptian, as thou killedst the Egyptian?" And Moses feared and said, "Surely this thing is known." Now, when Pharaoh heard this thing, he sought to slay Moses. But Moses fled from the face of Pharaoh, and dwelt in the land of Midian, and he sat down by a well. Now the priest of Midian had 7 daughters, and they came and drew water, and filled the troughs to water their father's flock. And the shepherds came and drove them away, but Moses stood up and helped them, and watered their flock. And when they came to Ruel, their father said, "How is it that ye are come so soon today?" And they said, "An Egyptian delivered us out of the hand of the shepherds, and also drew water enough for us, and watered the flock." And he said unto his daughters, "And where is he? Why is it that ye have left the man? Call him, that he may eat bread." And Moses was content to dwell with the man, and he gave Moses Zipporah his daughter. And does it say who the man is? Ruel. Okay.
Yeah.
At first I thought Ruel was the land. Ruel's the father. So Ruel gives Moses Zipporah to wed, and she bare him a son, and he called his name Gershom or Gershom. Whether you're a GIF or a GIF person, it's Gershom or Gershom. For he said, I have been a stranger in a strange land. And it came to pass in process of time that the king of Egypt died, and the children of Israel sighed by reason of the bondage, and they cried, and their cry came up unto God by reason of the bondage. So they thought maybe they would not be enslaved as harshly once the Pharaoh ship changed hands. It continued. Yep. And so they're pleading out to God, and God heard their groaning, and God remembered his covenant with Abraham and Isaac and with Jacob of Israel, and God had respect unto them. Now Moses kept the flock of Jethro, his father-in-law. What? Now it's saying Jethro is the father-in-law. I thought it was Reuel. When they came to Reuel, their father said, see, no, Reuel is a land. I guess,
oh.
But now we know Jethro is the father-in-law.
Jethro's the father-in-law.
He's a priest of Medina, and Jethro was. And he led the flock to the backside of the desert and came to the mountain of God, even to Horeb, and the angel of the Lord appeared unto him in a flame of fire out of the midst of a bush. And he looked, and behold, the bush burned with fire, and the bush was not consumed. So this is the burning bush we know about. And Moses said, I will not turn aside and see this great sight, why the bush is not burnt. Oh, I will now turn aside. I will now turn aside and see this great sight, why the bush is not burnt. What a weird proclamation. And when the Lord saw that he turned aside to see, God called unto him out of the midst of the bush and said, Moses, Moses. And Moses said, Here I am. And God said, Draw not near hither. Put off thy shoes from off thy feet, for that the place whereon thou standest is holy ground. Moreover, he said, I am the God of thy father, and the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob. And Moses hid his face, for he was afraid to look upon God. And God said, I have surely seen the affliction of my people which are in Egypt, and I have heard their cry for reason of their taskmasters, for I know their sorrows. And I am come down to deliver them out of the hand of the Egyptians, and to bring them up out of that land, unto the good land, and a large, unto a land flowing with milk and honey, unto the place of the Canaanites, and the Hittites, and the Amorites, and the Perizzites, and the Hivites, and the Jebusites. Now therefore, behold, and cry off the children of Israel. Now, therefore, behold, the cry of the children of Israel is come unto me, and I have also seen the oppression wherewith the Egyptians oppress them. Come now, therefore, and I will send thee unto Pharaoh, that thou mayest bring forth my people, the children of Israel, out of Egypt. And so this is the mission, man. He's setting him on him. He said, you got to go. You got to get him out of there. I've heard it.
Starts the call
it's got to
from
end.
The bush.
Yep. And Moses said unto God, Who am I that I should go unto Pharaoh, and that I should bring forth the children of Israel out of Egypt? And God said, Certainly I will be with thee, and this shall be a token unto thee that I have sent thee, when thou hast brought forth the people out of Egypt. Ye shall serve God upon this mountain. And Moses said unto God, Behold, when I come unto the children of Israel, and shall say unto them, The God of your fathers hath sent me unto you, and they shall say unto me, What is his name? What shall I say to them? And God said unto Moses, I am that I am. And he said, Thus shalt thou say unto the children of Israel, I am hath sent me unto you.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't like this. It underlines it and changes it to I cause.
Yeah, that's the weirdest thing I've ever seen.
Like, it's more than he causes. Like,
Yeah,
he
it's I
is.
am.
Yeah. God is. God am. Like, all that is. Everything that is, God. God is.
I am that I am.
And God said moreover unto Moses, Thus shalt thou say unto the children of Israel, The Lord of God is your fathers, the God of Abraham, and the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob, hath sent me unto you. This is my name this is my name forever, and this is my memorial unto all generations. Go and gather the elders of Israel together, and say unto them, The Lord God of your fathers, the God of Abraham, and of Isaac, and of Jacob, appeared unto me, saying, I have surely visited you, and seen that which is done to you in Egypt. And I have said, I will bring you up out of the affliction of Egypt unto the land of the Canaanites, and the Hittites, and the Amorites, and the Perizzites, and the Hivites, and the Jebusites, unto a land flowing with milk and honey. And they shall hearken to the voice, and thou shalt come, thou and thy elders of Israel, unto the king of Egypt, and ye shall say unto him, The Lord God of the Hebrews hath met with us, and now let us go, we beseech thee, 3 days' journey into the wilderness, that we may sacrifice to the Lord our God. And I am sure that the king of Egypt will not let you go, no, not by a mighty hand. But I will
Not by a long shot.
yeah, right. But I will stretch out my hand and smite Egypt with all my wonders, which I will do in the midst thereof, and after that he will let you go. And I will give this people favor in the sight of the Egyptians. And it shall come to pass that when ye go, ye shall not go empty. But every woman shall borrow of her neighbor, and of her that sojourn in her house, jewels of silver and jewels of gold, and raiment, and ye shall put them unto your sons and upon your daughters, and ye shall spoil the Egyptians. By spoil, it means taste the wealth. You'll taste the wealth of the Egyptians.
Yeah, this I don't know, man. I like Exodus as well. It's a good one.
Yeah, for
it's
sure.
a good one. All right, you want me to take over for you?
Sure.
All righty. Exodus chapter 4. And Moses answered and said, But, behold, they will not believe me, nor hearken unto my voice. For they will say, The Lord hath not appeared unto thee. And the Lord said unto him, What is it in thine hand? And he said, A rod. And he said, Cast it on the ground. And he cast it on the ground, and it became a serpent. And Moses fled from before it. And the Lord said unto Moses, Put forth thine hand, and take it by the tail. And he put forth his hand, and caught it, and it became a rod in his hand. That they may believe that the Lord God of their fathers, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, the God of Jacob, hath appeared unto thee. And the Lord said furthermore unto him, Put now thine hand into thy bosom. And he put his hand into his bosom. And when he took it out, behold, his hand was leprous as snow. And he said, Put thine hand into thy bosom again. And he put his hand into his bosom again, plucked it out of his bosom, and behold, it was turned again as his other flesh.
Do you see how it says leprous as snow?
Yeah.
I've heard this thing before, and I don't remember if it was in a previous episode or the one we lost, but I've heard this theory that, and there might be more credence to it than just a theory, that this leprosy that is referred to time and time again maybe isn't always the leprosy that we think of when we think of what we know of leprosy. That it may have been the, transitioning of pigment that a lot of these people were.
Alopecia.
Something like that, yeah, that they were darker skinned people and people were starting to turn white or whiter less pigment. I don't know.
They were blotching up. It was like
Yeah.
it's like blotchy type stuff because leprosy, as we commonly know it, is like sores. It's like this
Yeah.
blotchy sores thing
Boils
that
and
takes over your body. So it's like a pattern thing. So if your leprous is snow, it's white splotches all over the place, and these are darker skinned people, then it sounds like alopecia type thing, or like some type of pigmentation type of mess up of
something.
some sort. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I could see leprosy or like leprous in this description meaning something of that nature. Kind of like blotchy, or it's like an affliction, right? Like, because doesn't alopecia actually spread too?
Yeah, it can.
So
Apparently
it's
that's
kind of
what
like you
happened to Michael
could
Jackson.
conflate them.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Question mark.
Yeah. Yeah, that's weird. Okay, so he puts his hand into his breast and takes it out, and it's all leprous and messed up. Then God says, "Put it back in," and he does it again, and he takes it out, and it's like his normal hand again. So there's like a little miracle, little trick of magic that God pulls.
And God's like, here, perform these miracles. They'll have to believe you.
Yeah, yeah, literally. And it shall come to pass, if they will not believe thee, neither hearken to the voice of the first sign, that they will believe the voice of the latter sign. And it shall come to pass, if they will not believe also these two signs, neither hearken unto thy voice, that thou shalt take of the water of the river, and pour it upon the dry land. And the water which thou takest out of the river shall become blood upon the dry land. And Moses said unto the Lord, O my Lord, I am not eloquent, neither heretofore, nor since thou hast spoken unto thy servant, but I am slow of speech, and of a slow tongue. And the Lord said unto him, Who hath made man's mouth? Or who maketh the dumb, or deaf, or seeing, or the blind? Have not I the Lord? Now therefore, go, and I will be with thy mouth, and teach thee what to say. And he said, O my Lord, send, I pray thee, by the hand of him who thou wilt send. And the anger of the Lord was kindled against Moses. And he said, Is not Aaron the Levite thy brother? I know that he can speak well. And also, behold, he cometh forth to meet thee. And when he seeth thee, he will be glad in his heart. And thou shalt speak unto him, and put words in his mouth, and I will be with thy mouth, and with his mouth, and will teach you what ye shall do. And he shall be thy spokesman unto the people, and he shall be to thee instead of a mouth, and thou shalt be to him instead of God. And thou shalt take this rod in thine hand, wherewith thou shalt do signs.
This is one of my favorite whole sections right here. Because it's so fucking funny. Because Moses is meeting God in this supernatural state of a bush that will not burn. It is on fire and not burning. And so he's buying that it's God. But God's like, all right, I'm hearing how terrible it is in Egypt. Clearly.
I want to help.
Like, he doesn't say this, but it's like, you know, you got ties in Egypt, broski. So you're the one that's got to go get all the Hebrews out of Egypt.
Yeah.
And he's like, but what about if they don't believe me? And he's like, well, here, boom, power to make miracles. And he's like, well, what, I don't know what to say. And he's like,
what if they still don't believe me?
He's like, here, well, say this exactly. God provides the whole script. He says, say this exactly.
Yeah. He hands Moses a script, and Moses is still like,
he's like,
know,
well,
man.
what if they don't want to follow me after I say that? And he's like, well, here, you can even do more miracles. Instead of just the snake thing, you can do this other stuff too. And if that first miracle doesn't work, here's more miracles. And he's like, well, God, actually, God, I'm not good at talking. What if they just don't follow me because I'm not good at talking? He's like,
I'm slow.
I created speech. I created the whole human body. You're going to have my power within you. That's going to allow you to speak. Don't fucking worry about it, bro. And he's like, but God, what if... He's like, your fucking brother is on his way. Like, do you not have a brother that is a priest that is really good at talking and reading and writing? Like, just have your brother help you. Plus, I'm helping you. Plus, shut the fuck up and get on your way, Moses.
Yeah. I think he's also scared because he murdered someone in Egypt. He don't want to go back to Egypt.
Yeah, for sure. That's
he's
definitely
like,
a contributing factor.
So his fear of Pharaoh, it seems like this is really kind of what God is probably irritated about. He's like, really, dude? You're more scared of going back to Egypt
than you are of me.
Than you are of like me.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You're more scared of him than you are faithful to me. And it's like, ooh, that's really kind of what it is. And that's why God gets irritated with Moses. It even says that God gets irritated with Moses. It's like, uh-oh. Okay. And Moses went and returned to Jethro, his father-in-law, and said unto him, let me go, I pray thee, and return unto my brethren which are in Egypt, and see whether they be yet alive. And Jethro said to Moses, go in peace. And the Lord said unto Moses in Midian, go, return into Egypt, for all the men are dead which sought thy life. So all the people that were looking for Moses' life, God's like, yeah, don't worry about it. I just kind of took them out for you.
It's been a few years. It's been quite some time. But
yeah,
I mean, maybe not quite some time, but it's been some time.
The Lord says, I took care of it for you. And Moses took his wife and his sons and set them upon an ass, and he returned to the land of Egypt. And Moses took the rod of God in his hand. And the Lord said unto Moses, when thou goest to return into Egypt, see that thou do all those wonders before Pharaoh, which I have put in thine hand. But I will harden his heart, that he shall not let the people go. And thou shalt say unto Pharaoh, thus saith the Lord, Israel is my son, even my firstborn. And I say unto thee, let my son go, that he may serve me. And if thou refuse to let him go, behold, I will slay thy son, even thy firstborn. And it came to pass, by the way in the inn, that the Lord met him, and sought to kill him. Then Zipporah took a sharp stone, and cut off the foreskin of her son, and cast it at his feet, and said, surely a bloody husband art thou to me. This just turned into, like, something crazy, right? Like, we don't even really get... We don't really get any precedent for what is happening in these verses. This changes from
just
like
these
this thing,
two,
and it just comes into this situation.
Yeah, these two verses are completely outside of what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
It's like God's talking to Moses as they're traveling, right?
Yeah, that's the idea I feel.
And so,
that
like,
is going
they're
on
traveling and they're in this inn, and it came to pass by the way of the inn that the Lord met him and sought to kill him. So now, and Lord is underlined in my Bible, translated to Jehovah.
Yeah.
When, like, I guess it has been, but, like, also there's Elohim, but it's supposed to be the same God. It's not like Lord of the inn.
It's God.
It's not Lord of the land. Right, it's God came in and tried to kill Moses.
Yep.
For why? What? And then Zipporah took a sharp stone and cut off the foreskin of her son and cast it at his feet. God's feet? Like, no. Lowercase his. So at Moses' feet, surely a bloody husband thou art to me. Like, did God try to kill Moses because his son wasn't circumcised? Is that it?
I think that his wife is like the thing here. It's weird. I feel like the wife is kind of because
she's a Levite.
She cast it at his feet, which is right. So she should be keeping the kind of commandments of in like the rituals, the ceremony
Yeah.
that the Lord kind of has given to Abraham and the whole lineage, which is circumcision. And it's just strange that the kid isn't circumcised. And why would she be throwing that at Moses's feet, calling him a bloody husband? If to me it feels like to her she didn't want to cut the foreskin off.
Right.
And that she said no. But then God came to that inn and was like, Moses, I'm gonna freaking kill you. And
Which what? Here, go on
I'm
this.
gonna freaking kill you if you don't take this freaking kid's foreskin right
It doesn't make sense. Like, why send him on the mission and then jump him at the inn? And
Or maybe Moses was threatened by God, and God wasn't like take his foreskin. God was just like, you're not following me. There's something he's doing wrong. You're not like you know how he's kind of scared to go back into Egypt. What if he was like dipping out or something, and then like at the last minute to show his conviction to the Lord, to get the Lord to not kill him, he does the circumcision to his son as like a
That's what I mean.
show of faith.
I don't know. Like, we can't really
That's where I'm leaning
infer.
with it.
We can't really infer anything because it doesn't give us anything else other than these two
Yeah.
passages. And
I go kind of based off what a lot of the other stuff in the Bible has been doing, really. And it seems like God isn't just going to go there and be like, cut the kid,
it's
or I'm going to
it's
kill
very
you. It's not
similar
about
to the wrestling with Jacob or wrestling with Joseph. Who did he wrestle with? He wrestled with Jacob.
Jacob, yeah. Yes,
and
'cause
like
no, it was not Joseph. It was Jacob.
yeah,
Who was Israel.
and that was like a verse.
That's where he gets his name.
It's always like a verse. God comes down in person and does some crazy shit, and it's only written down in one verse.
Yeah.
You get two verses. Like
Yeah.
it's so weird.
It's wild, right? It's
But
kinda,
like,
I kind of like that
yeah,
style. Though.
those are the
You know,
those
like,
are
it
the
isn't all about me
right
being here.
Those are the
It's
ones
like-
where it's like, don't gloss over it. It might only be two verses. It might not make sense when you're just trying to read the Bible and get through it. You're like, no, I don't know. Like, disregard it. Keep going. No, like those two verses say, like, God came down and tried to kill Moses. What?
I think there's a reason. You know what's crazy though is that these types of verses they do get us like engaged and like hung up on just two verses, but it's almost like
It's so supernatural.
God did it on purpose by only making it two verses. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
it's not
there's something
supposed to
it.
be all about this, but for some reason we get drawn to it.
Yeah.
It's like he's just wants to skip over it. He's like, I'll include it because it happened, but like, let's get past this because there's more going on. You know,
That's so funny.
and like us as humans,
It's like, I don't want to talk
with
about
our
it.
limited understanding, we're like hyper fixated on that. We're like, what do you mean you were here and you want to? What happened? And he's like, let's just not.
Yeah,
all right,
don't
it's
worry
not
about it.
that.
We're not gonna air Moses' dirty laundry here.
Yeah, maybe it could be something like that too.
I ain't throwing my bro under the bus. It's like,
Yeah.
and like allegedly Moses wrote this. So Moses is like, God fucking tried to kill me at the inn. The motherfucker
Yeah.
jumped me in the middle of the night. I had to cut my kid's dick off. That appeased him.
Crazy, man. What a crazy couple of lines right there.
Yeah.
Okay, where was I?
I'm glad you stopped on
surely
it because
a
I almost
bloody-
forgot about it again.
Yeah. I remember we got into this in our first recording that is lost to time
Yeah.
and space because of techno monsters, but whatever. Surely a bloody husband art thou to me. So he let him go. Then she said, a bloody husband thou art because of the circumcision. And the Lord said to Aaron, go into the wilderness to meet Moses. And he went and met him in the mountain. God had kissed him. Okay, so this is now we're past that whole thing,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So it was
My
like
bad. It
four
was three.
verses.
It was three. It's
Or
24,
three.
25, 26.
Yeah, which is still tiny.
Yeah.
And there's so much that's left out. But it does say because of the circumcision. So it's almost like maybe they both agreed not to have him circumcised. And then, like, in this moment where God's coming to kill him, he's like, nope, we got to circumcise him. And she's like, no. And then she does it and then throws it at his feet. And it's like, your bloody husband. It's kind of crazy.
I don't know.
Okay. And now we're with Aaron, wilderness. And Moses told Aaron all the words of the Lord who had sent him, and all the signs which he had commanded him. And Moses and Aaron went and gathered together all the elders of the children of Israel. And Aaron spake all the words which the Lord had spoke unto Moses, and did the signs in the sight of the people. And the people believed. And when they heard that the Lord had visited the children of Israel, and that he had looked upon their affliction, then they bowed their heads and worshipped. Chapter 5. And afterward Moses and Aaron went in, and told Pharaoh, Thus saith the Lord God of Israel, Let my people go, that they may hold a feast unto me in the wilderness. And the Pharaoh said, Who is the Lord, that I should obey his voice to let Israel go? I know not the Lord, neither will I let Israel go. And they said, The God of the Hebrews hath met with us. Let us go, we pray thee, 3 days' journey into the desert, and sacrifice unto the Lord our God, lest he fall upon us with pestilence, or with the sword. And the king of Egypt said unto them, Wherefore do ye, Moses and Aaron, let the people from their works get you unto your burdens? And Pharaoh said, Behold, the people of the land now are many, and ye make them rest from their burdens. And Pharaoh commanded the same day the taskmasters of the people and their officers, saying, Ye shall no more give people straw to make brick, as heretofore. Let them go and gather straw for themselves. And the tale of the bricks, which they did make heretofore, ye shall lay upon them. Ye shall not diminish aught thereof, for they be idle. Therefore they cry, saying, Let us go, let us sacrifice to our God. And 3 more work be laid upon the men, that they may labor therein, and let them not regard vain words. And the taskmasters of the people went out, and their officers, and they spake to the people, saying, Thus saith Pharaoh, I will not give you straw. Go ye, get your straw where ye can find it, yet not aught of your work shall be diminished. So, like, go find your straw, and your work better be done.
Yeah, you better still have the same number of bricks done at the end of the day.
We're not getting you your materials to do your work. You got to go get your materials and do the work and make sure it's all done.
Yeah.
Like,
because
holy shit.
because you got extra time to go worship your God, you must not be working hard enough.
Yeah. So Pharaoh is truly just
Tripping.
sticking it. Yep.
It's power tripping.
Mm-hmm. That's a fact.
His heart
So
was
the people-
hardened.
Yes. He got hardened about it, and I mean, it's on purpose. We know. So the people were scattered abroad throughout all the land of Egypt to gather stubble instead of straw. And the taskmaster hasted them, saying, Fulfill your works, your daily tasks, as when there was straw. And the officers of the children of Israel, which Pharaoh's taskmasters had set over them, were beaten, and demanded, Wherefore have ye not fulfilled your task in making brick both yesterday and today, as heretofore? Then the officers of the children of Israel came and cried unto Pharaoh, saying, Wherefore dealest thou thus with thy servants? There is no straw given unto thy servants. And they say to us, Make brick, and behold, thy servants are beaten. but the fault is in thine own people. But he said, Ye are idle, ye are idle. Therefore ye say, Let us go and do sacrifice to the Lord. Go therefore now and work, for there shall be no straw given to you. Yet shall ye deliver a tale of bricks. And the officers of the children of Israel did see that they were in evil case, after it was said, Ye shall not minish aught from your bricks of your daily task. And they met Moses and Aaron, who stood in the way, as they came forth from Pharaoh. And they said unto them, The Lord look upon you and judge, because ye have made our Savior to be abhorred in the eyes of Pharaoh
Our
and in the
savor.
eyes of his servants. Savor. 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 In the eyes of his servants, to put a sword in the hand to slay us. And Moses returned unto the Lord and said, Lord, wherefore hast thou so evil entreated these people? Why is it that thou hast sent me? For since I came to Pharaoh to speak in thy name, he hath done evil to his people. Neither hast thou delivered thy people at all. They're getting all sad and mopey now because they haven't been delivered and they're actually being beaten.
And he was told, God already told him that
Yep.
his heart was going to be hardened, that it wasn't going to happen right away. But here we are, whiny Moses.
Yep.
my
Chapter
my
6.
my headcanon is Moses is just a whiner. At least in the
Yeah, he's
beginning.
he's upset about a lot of things, it seems, in the very beginning.
He's got a character arc to go through, I guess.
Yes, he does. He's got a lot of character development that needs to take place. Then the Lord said unto Moses, Now shalt thou see what I will do to Pharaoh. For with a strong hand shall he let them go, and with a strong hand shall he drive them out of his land. And God spake unto Moses, saying unto him, I am the Lord. And I appeared unto Abraham, unto Isaac, and unto Jacob, by the name of God Almighty. But by my name, Jehovah, was I not known to them. Well, and I have also established my covenant with them, to give them the land of Canaan, the land of their pilgrimage, wherein they were strangers. And I have also heard the groaning of the children of Israel, whom the Egyptians keep in bondage, and I have remembered my covenant. Wherefore say unto the children of Israel, I am the Lord, and I will bring you out from under your burdens of the Egyptians, and I will rid you out of their bondage, and I will redeem you with a stretched out arm and with great judgments. And I will take you to me for a people, and I will be to you a God. And ye shall know what I am, the Lord your God, which bringeth you out from under the burdens of the Egyptians. And I will bring you unto the land, concerning the which I did swear to give it to Abraham, to Isaac, and to Jacob, and I will give it to you for an heritage. I am the Lord. And Moses spake so unto the children of Israel, but they hearkened not unto Moses for anguish of spirit and for cruel bondage. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Go in, speak unto Pharaoh king of Egypt, that he let the children of Israel go out from his land. And Moses spake before the Lord, saying, Behold, the children of Israel have not hearkened unto me. How then shall Pharaoh hear me, who am of uncircumcised lips? And the Lord spake unto Moses and unto Aaron, and gave them charge unto the children of Israel, and unto Pharaoh king of Egypt, to bring the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. These be the heads of their houses, their fathers' houses, the sons of Reuben, the firstborn of Israel: Hanok and Palu, Hezron, and Carmi. These be the families of Reuben. And the sons of Simeon: Jamul, and Jamin, and Nohad, and Jachin, and Zohar, and Shaul. and the son of a Canaanitish woman. These are the families of Simeon. And these are the names of the sons of Levi, according to their generations: Gershon, and Kohath, and Merari. And the years of the life of Levi were 137 years. The sons of Gershon, Libni, and Shimi, according to their families. And the sons of Kohath, Amram, and Izhar, and Hebron, and Uziel. And the years of the life of Kohath were 133 years. And the sons of Merari, Mahali, and Mushi. These are the families of Levi according to their generations. And Amram took him Jochebed, his father's sister, to wife. And she bare him Aaron and Moses. And the years of the life of Amram were 137 years. And the sons of Izhar, Korah, and Nepheg, and Zikri. And the sons of Uziel, Mishael, and Elzaphan, and Zithri. And Aaron took him Elisheba, daughter of Aminabab, sister of Nashan, to wife. And she bare him Nadab, and Abihu, and Eleazar, and Ithamar. And the sons of Korah, Asir, and Elkanah, and Abasaph. These are families of the Korites. And Eleazar, Aaron's son, took him one of the daughters of Putiel to wife, and she bare him Phinehas. These are the heads of the fathers of the Levites according to their families. These are that Aaron and Moses, to whom the Lord said, bring out the children of Israel from the land of Egypt according to their armies. These are thy which spake to Pharaoh king of Egypt to bring the children out from Egypt. These are that Moses and Aaron. And it came to pass on the day when the Lord spake unto Moses in the land of Egypt, that the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, I am the Lord. Speak thou unto Pharaoh, king of Egypt, all that I say unto thee. And Moses said before the Lord, behold, I am of uncircumcised lips, and how shall Pharaoh hearken unto me?
We're going to stop there.
Chapter 7, y'all.
So
we will pick up next time.
We just about did
7.
the same thing we did before.
Yeah, just about.
I'm gonna be referencing this a lot, at least in the beginning of the story where it's relevant. The Prince of Egypt movie. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend watching it. It really is a masterpiece. The art still holds up to today very well. It looks so good. But I watched it recently. I watched it over Easter because of what I was actually saying on our previous episode about how like Easter should be celebrated as a Passover and not as this weird pagan holiday that we do. So why not celebrate the Exodus out of Egypt? And so I put on The Prince of Egypt for my nieces and nephews, and I got really into it. And me and Beth Beth's like, oh, this, that, and the other thing, like straight out of the Bible. That's really cool. And I'm like, well, actually, don't, like, that was fucked up because that's not how it went down. And this is wrong, and this is wrong. And, like, I remember seeing a documentary about the movie that they put so much time and effort and had so many, like, scholars and professionals and everybody that worked on it made sure that it was biblically accurate, and I saw a lot of mistakes, so I'm pretty upset about that. I don't want to rep the movie as much as I did before because like why would you say that you put so much effort into being accurate and then you're not accurate?
What's not accurate?
I don't even remember now. I'll have to watch it again.
It makes me want to watch it though, because I want to see what the heck's going on with it.
Yeah, do a whole slam on that movie. There's another one made by the same company. They didn't put as much work as they did Prince of Egypt. Joseph, I want to say Joseph, Coat of Many Colors, but that's not right. Joseph, Beloved Child, I don't know, Joseph something. It was about Joseph, which is great too. I love that story. But yeah, we're gonna come back at chapter 7. I hope you guys really liked this one. This is a classic. Everybody knows this story.
Yeah,
like this
major classic vibes, dude.
This isn't one of those like deep hidden. Everybody knows Exodus. So hopefully,
for the most part, you will be kind of shocked, though, man. I mean, there's
hopefully we can pull out some stuff that you hadn't heard before, like that.
Yeah,
God fighting with Moses at the end. Like, what's that?
Yeah, that's
about?
wild.
Or I guess he wants to kill him. He goes to the end to kill him and has to circumcise his kid to get God off his back. Like,
yeah,
bet you never heard about that in Exodus, but
causes problems with the wifey.
Yeah, we'll keep trying to bring you our crazy take on the Bible. If you want to join in, like, follow, subscribe, hit the bell, follow, subscribe, share. Hit the bell, follow, subscribe, share, all of that jazz.
Yeah,
Just
send us everywhere. Pollute the world with our presence.
Yeah. I'll say it multiple times because it needs to happen. I'll be honest. It's not happening. So y'all need to do it for us. Help us out. We love you. Thanks for tuning in. Peace.
Love you. He's an audio tech in the building. Audio tech Dave in the building. Podcast tech David Egan. Yeah. Podcast tech David Egan.
This episode is brought to you entirely by yours truly, David Del Thomas, York Egan.